my channel. If you are new here, my name is Yoyis and I'm a makeup and lash artist in Las Vegas. So today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys items that you can easily find on Amazon. I feel like in most of my videos that I have talked about, like my beginner lash starter kit, my DIY lash baths, even my studio tour, I talk about most of my stuff, and pretty much everything that I get on here is from Amazon. So I figured, why not just do a whole Amazon and just put everything all into one video for you guys. So before I do jump into everything that you could find on Amazon, I feel like I do have to mention that there are certain items that I wouldn't recommend buying from Amazon. I feel like there are certain items that you should kind of stay away when it comes to, I guess, using on your clients. For one being the glue and the lashes and even tweezers. I feel like those three items are stuff that you really do need to invest, especially as a beginner lash artist. I do understand that you might be on a budget and you don't have good enough clients to be making good enough money, or you are charging very low prices just to get your name out there. So it's totally understandable if you want to go on Amazon and buy cheap products to get yourself going in the right direction. Okay, and that being said, I do feel like once you've been lashing for a couple months, I will recommend to start investing in better products, better lashes, better glue, and obviously better tweezers, because good quality tweezers will just make your job so much easier. The more you want to start charging your clients, the better quality products you want to have for your clients. If you guys do want to see my all-time favorite lash products, then I'll have a video coming up for you guys on that. But for today, I am just going to be talking about stuff that you can purchase on Amazon if you are on a budget. We are pretty much loyal to our pocket. Sometimes we don't want to invest on certain items, and we really don't have to. If you could find something way cheaper on Amazon, then why not? That being said, let's talk about glue for 1 second. When I first started off, I was using a glue from Amazon. I was using two types of glue. I was using Live Bay Lash, the black bottle. I got this one again. I repurchased it. So I was using this glue. It's from Live Bay Lash. They used to go by Sassy Lashes, guys. Don't mind my nails. I know they're a little not cute right now. Don't mind my nails. I was trained through Live Bay Lash, so their glues are not bad. They're not bad, honestly. I just feel like I never had really good retention. Like, maybe it was the fact that I was starting off and I was still struggling with placement and all that. But I did try this out again. So I had ordered my regular glue, which is the Soko Lashes glue. This glue is amazing. Like, this glue, nothing compares to this glue. So I feel like I'm going off subject. Anyways, I started using this glue again, but it does not compare. I've tried a couple Live Bay Lash glues, but they're just, don't hate me, they have good products. I'm not gonna lie, their lashes are beautiful. They have really, really, really great products, and I love their tweezers. I'm always using their tweezers, but I'm gonna get into that in another video. But right now I'm talking about glue, and I'm talking about specifically Amazon glue. So now that I did mention my Soko Lashes glue, I feel like nothing has compared to this glue other than Lion lash glue from Amazon. And I'm gonna put a picture in here just because I don't have it with me. I used to use this way back, and I've been using the Soko Lashes for a year now, and I'm telling you guys, nothing compares other than that Amazon glue. And the fact that I'm even mentioning that glue says a lot. The only thing, the fumes on that glue is very, very strong. Other than that, it's $20. Okay, this is what it looks like. And it's $20 for double the size of the Soko Lashes glue, and like half off compared to what the Soko Lashes glue. For this glue being double the size of the Soko glue and being half the price, I highly recommend it. And on top of it, it has 4.5 stars, almost 5 stars for this glue. But like I said, I don't have it on me just because it's been a very long time. But trust me on this, if you are a beginner lash artist, then I recommend it. But it is fast drying, so you gotta watch out for that. So I recommend checking it out. Just be careful with the fumes. It is a very strong glue and it dries down really fast, but honestly I recommend it. That's the only glue that I will ever recommend from Amazon. Okay, so since we are talking about glues, if you have seen my beginner lash starter kit, then you already know that I'm going to be recommending a glue container. And this glue container, it's actually meant to seal your glue, so you can't press down on it unless you press the button, and it literally takes out all the air in the container. And pretty much what that helps with is humidity or the temperature in the room or any kind of moisture in the air. It'll help your glues from going bad. So I highly recommend getting any type of airtight container to help your glue stay fresh longer. If you're going to be investing in good glue, then I recommend getting a container to pretty much keep your glue from going bad. And even if you do get that Lion Lash glue, then still get a container for any of your glues, because honestly, why not? You're investing in glue, so might as well keep it longer. Okay, so since we are talking about glue, another thing I will recommend from Amazon are these lint-free wipes. And honestly, I wouldn't say these are the best ones. I'm pretty sure you could find way better ones on Amazon, but I mean, I'm not complaining. It's 540 pieces, and I think this bag alone was probably like $7, probably 10. I would say no more than 10. But I will recommend getting lint-free wipes, just because when you're messing around with your glue, when you're shaking it, when you put your glue dot, you want to be able to, the technical word will be burp your glue. That way your glue stays fresh longer. As you can see, there's nothing left over on the nozzle. And I don't know if you've ever noticed that if you're not wiping it off, you're just putting your cap back on there. And I used to struggle with this a lot in the beginning. Like, nobody ever really told me about this. I kind of had to learn the hard way. But you put your cap back on and, you know, you're using it, and the next thing you know, there's a big old glue stuck on the top of your nozzle, and then it gets to the point where the nozzle gets stuck. So obviously the whole point of lint-free wipes is to be able to clean the nozzle. That way there's nothing left over and you don't have any issues with the lid. So that's why I recommend getting lint-free wipes, just to save your pretty little bottle. Okay, so since we are talking about glue, I will recommend getting a glue shaker. This is actually a brush cleaner. As you can see, I actually got it to clean my brushes, so it's like multi-purpose use, and it's a brush cleaner, but I love being able to use it as a glue shaker. And it actually doesn't have batteries right now, but I'm just going to show you how convenient it is. So you pretty much just put your glue bottle on there, pretty much just turn it on, and it spins it so fast. Because one thing that I did used to struggle with is sitting there shaking my glue for like a minute, just shaking it, you know, and then you get tired, so you gotta shake it with your other hand, and then you gotta go back and forth, and it's annoying. So I recommend getting a glue shaker. And honestly, before I bought it on Amazon, I was looking into buying it from Live Bay Lash, and other companies do sell these glue shakers, but they're like overly priced. Like, I don't know how I feel about spending $45-50 on a brush cleaner when you could just go on Amazon and buy it for like $25. So this was definitely a steal, and honestly, you could choose whatever color you want. This is cute. I love it. So for $25, you can't beat that. Another great Amazon find would be fans. Honestly, I see no point in buying like $25, $30, $40 fans when Amazon has really great fans. This was my first fan that I bought because everybody and their mama recommended it, and yeah, I mean, it still works, it's going strong. But the only thing that I did notice is that it makes noise. Like, within a couple months of having it, it started making noise every time like I would shake it. Just I don't want to hear noise, you know. And then I ended up finding this little bunny fan, which I am totally in love with it. It comes with a little stand and it turns different colors. It's so cute. I love it. It's just a really cute fan, and honestly, I think it was like $12. Like, you can't beat that for $12. honestly, you can't beat that. So I recommend checking out Amazon for good fans and really affordable fans. I see no point in getting really expensive fans when they all do the job anyway. So really think about that. Another thing that you will definitely need from Amazon is temperature. It's a thermometer, hygrometer, I guess you could say. Hopefully I'm saying that right, but it pretty much just tracks your room temperature. And obviously I have my ACs off because my camera catches every single little noise like that right now. It catches every little noise. The temperature is off right now, as you can see. So you will need this because depending on the glue that you use on your clients, you need to make sure that everything is according to what your glue is meant for, like the right temperature, the right humidity. So I highly recommend getting one of these, just because if you are going to be investing in good glue, then I highly recommend investing and making sure that your room temperature is to where it needs to be. Okay, so another thing that you'll need, of course, that I recommend getting it from Amazon would be tapes. And obviously there's so many tapes. There's a lot of tapes that you could get from Amazon. This is a foam tape. This is a Nexcare sensitive blue tape. This is the micropore tape. This is in white, and this one right here is a micropore in clear. And then this one is just a regular, I don't know what the actual name for this one is. So the reason why I have so many tapes is because I feel like I have a different use for every tape. And yeah, you can get away with just using one tape, which honestly I was using the Nexcare blue tape. No, actually when I first started off, I was using this one because this is the tape that not Sassy, they go by Live Bay Lash now. This is the tape that they gave me, and honestly it's a good tape, but it's not the best. So that's why I ended up switching over to the blue Nexcare tape, just because it's so sensitive. It doesn't pull or tug at anything, but yet it's strong enough to move your eyelid around in case you need to move it up, move it to the side, get into the inner corners, take down the bottom lashes. So I feel like every tape has a different usage, if that makes sense. Honestly, I recommend buying tape from Amazon. The Nexcare tape, you could get this at any drugstore like Walmart, CVS, Walgreens. Like you could get this for like $6, but these ones right here you could get on Amazon, and they come like in a bulk. Like you get so many of these for such a good price. So I recommend, and now don't worry, I'll have everything linked down below. That way you could have easy access to every product that I'm mentioning. So I will be having a full-on video and give you demonstrations on how they actually work for me. So if you guys want to see that, then let me know down below. It's in the works, don't worry. And then also, one thing that I will highly recommend would be pads. The one pads that I really love and will always recommend are the Lion Lash pads. And they're not like high quality. I think it was like $20 for like 100 pairs. Before I got rudely interrupted by my dogs, I was talking about iPads, and like I was saying, these Lion Lash ones are really good. I've been looking into already pre-made foam iPads, and I got a sample to try out. I want to see how they are, but if they are good and they are worth it, I will have a video up for you guys doing a review on those pads. The one pads that I have used from Amazon are the Akisos and the Lion Lash. I feel like the difference, let me just show you guys real quick, that way you guys can see the difference. So these Akisos, they say that they're more white, so they're not as see-through as, you know, regular iPads. So I'm just gonna put them on the back of my hand, that way you guys could see the difference between both of them and see which one you guys prefer. But I have been looking for some good ones without aloe vera, because I noticed that my clients get a really weird reaction to aloe vera, and most iPads have aloe vera. So if you guys do know of any, that's why I want to check out those foam pre-made pads, because they're the shape of iPads just in foam. But as you can see, these ones down here, the bottom ones are the Akisos, and they're really white. Sorry, I'm not flicking you off. They're really white, but the thing about them is that they are not as sticky as the Lion Lash, and the Lion Lash are the ones that are up here. So I recommend these ones just because they're stickier. They tend to hold the lashes down a lot better, but you want more of a wider pad, then I recommend the Akisos. But either way, when I do place my pads, I always go down with the sensitive Nexcare Blue Tape to just get those little extra lashes that are poking out. But it all depends on your taste on which one you want. I recommend the Lion Lash, and I will say is that since Lion Lash is through Amazon, they're not always in stock. Like when they are in stock, they sell out real fast, and then it takes a couple months for them to restock again. So if you are thinking of getting the Lion Lash, then be on the lookout for that, because they do tend to sell out real fast. But they're both really great pads, just that this one is not as sticky as this one. So just giving you a side-by-side comparison of what they both look like. And another thing that I will mention that you don't need, but I will highly recommend, just because of COVID-19, with everything going on, you need to take extra precautions to keep your workstation very sanitary, I guess you could say, very disinfected, clean, and organized. One thing I will recommend is dental towels. So if you guys have seen how I set up for my clients, then you know that I use dental bibs or towels, whatever you call it. I use these napkins and I put one on my pillow. That way my client rests their head on the napkin instead of directly on the pillow. And then I also use these to place on my lash cart. That way it's not touching the metal part of my lash cart. Just as extra precaution, because of everything that's going on. I don't want my client to come in and be like, oh no, like that doesn't look sanitary, you know. So I will recommend dental bib, and I believe it was like around 10 bucks. I would say 15 the most, but it's very affordable. Like I said, it's not something that you really need, but I really recommend it just because of everything that's going on. And besides, it's a good Amazon find. Like, these are really affordable on Amazon. Okay, another thing too that I recommend you getting from Amazon would be spoolies and brushes. If you guys have seen my lash starter kit, then you guys already know I talk about this little container where I keep all my little spoolies. So spoolies, you could find every single color of the rainbow on Amazon. You could find every single color of the micro swabs and even the lipstick applicators. And then you could find these for a very reasonable, affordable price. Usually a pack of spoolies, I would say like 400, depending on what set you get. You could find some really good affordable ones for like 7 bucks for like a pack of 400. And that's one thing about Amazon, is that you buy in bulk and you have it for such a long time. When you do restock again, it'll last you a while again. So since I didn't mention this container, I'm gonna be talking about containers. I am a big sucker when it comes to organization, and I mean, honestly, if you don't have the room or if you're not interested in organization, then you could totally skip this part. I like to keep my stuff all organized. If you've seen my lash cart or my bookshelf organizer, then you've already seen this stuff. But I will recommend getting organizational stuff from Amazon, because honestly, you could find really great stuff. I use these. If you guys haven't seen my bookshelf organization video, if you guys haven't seen it, then I highly recommend it. I'll have a link down below. But this container, I use this to store all my lashes, just because I'm able to position them up, and I pull this out of my bookshelf and then I just look for the number that I need and I grab it. So I feel like this is a very good organization. And also this, I pretty much store like hand sanitizers, just miscellaneous stuff. And then this big guy right here is just good for everything. Like, you could store your face masks, your iPads, your tweezers, your lash tiles, your tape. You could store everything in here, like whatever your heart desires. And also, lastly but not least, you do need something to clean off your tools. And I got this, the Barbicide wipes. I got these on Amazon I've noticed, you know, with everything going on with the COVID, everybody went crazy for hand sanitizer and cleaning wipes and disinfecting towels and all that. So I feel like the Barbicide wipes are very limited on Amazon, but I am mentioning it because I did get it on Amazon. They do still have some, but it's not through Prime, because I was checking on them last night and they do have some, but then you have to pay like shipping and all that. Really think about getting disinfecting towels. And if you guys are interested in how I disinfect my tools, then let me know down below. That way I could have a video up for you guys. But honestly, it's very simple. And then lastly, obviously I've talked about this in my beginner lash starter kit, but I am mentioning it because I did get this on Amazon, and this is my sterilizer, and it comes with beads, but you will need to be replacing your beads every 30 days or even sooner. But I am mentioning it just because I did get it on Amazon. And honestly, if you are doing lashes, you will need a good way to sterilize your tools, disinfect your tools, and sterilize and kill all the bacteria that's left on there. If you are not cleaning your tools, girl, what are you doing? So I think that pretty much wraps up today's video. Like I said, I will have everything linked down below for you guys. If you guys do have any questions, then comment down below. I will answer them as soon as I can. And also, don't forget to add me on my Instagram. I have my personal, which is at yoyis _6, and my business page is at yoyis Lash&Beauty. So again, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.